Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August the 16th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Wednesday out there so far. Everybody has a great Wednesday afternoon. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the tropics here. Also, take a look at the lower 48 as well. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today. Also, for Friday and Saturday. And also, we're going to take a look at the forecast tracks of a few little tropical cyclones in the tropical Atlantic in this video, so stick around through the entire video. Do not miss a beat of this forecast. And also, if you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to it today, and you're in. You get my forecast twice per day unless something comes up that I can't make a video. So just want to let you know that. Like these videos, share these videos, and let's go ahead and get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, as you can see here, we got a couple tropical waves here moving off the African coast. We got one here near the Leeward Islands. Also, we got this one here. This is the one that the Hurricane Center gives about a 40% of development over the next 7 days. This here still has a 30% of development over the next 7 days. The increases in percentages may go up over the next couple advisories in the coming hours and days ahead. Also, we got another little wave coming. We'll move off the African coast later on. May have to watch that one. There's something right here along a stalled frontal boundary along the southeast coast. Looks like something trying to get organized there. Also, something expected to develop in the Gulf of Mexico, which the National Hurricane Center has about a 20% of development. Also, something down here in the Bay of Campeche we need to watch it. There's a little tropical cyclone right here off the eastern Pacific coast, right off the west coast of Mexico. Got some more scattered activity down here in portions of Central America as well. Alright, we got a little system here moving into the up and down and kind of suppress some of that heat and humidity over much of the United States. It'll still be hot in some areas, but not quite as impressive as it's been. Alright, let's move on to the weather radar across the nation. We're going to take a look at the areas around North Dakota, South Dakota, and then we're going to work our way southward. Alright, we got some showers and storms up here in portions of Minnesota, back into North Dakota. Also, we got some showers and storms over here, portions of Nevada, and also portions of northeastern California. As you can see here, we got some showers and storms also up in Montreal and Quebec, Canada. Montreal, Canada, which were Maine, back towards the Albany region, also into New York State. There's that frontal boundary along the east coast, offshore in the coastal waters. There's that shower activity out there as well. We got some scattered activity also from southeastern North Carolina all the way down toward the Savannah, Georgia region. Also some scattered activity down also just south of I-20 down toward the Aiken, Augusta area, and also down in the southeast Georgia. We got some showers and storms over here just east of San Francisco, just south toward just east of San Diego. Also, we got more showers and storms also down for you guys here, down in the Gulf of Mexico, also down toward Tampa, also in the northern Florida. Also on the west side of Florida as well, and also in the Atlantic coastal waters, a little bit of west of Cuba, and also some around the northwestern Bahamas as well. Alright, let's move on to the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location across the nation. Alright, as you can see, the East Coast is pretty well clear with no heat advisories this afternoon, so that's some good news. On a heat advisory, Texas, excessive heat watches also in effect for you guys. Some air quality alerts there as well. Alright, we got heat advisories over much of Montana, also much of Idaho, much of Oregon State as well. Excessive heat warning is also in effect for portions of Montana, also into Oregon and Washington and Oregon State, Northern California there as well. Also down in southern Arizona, southern California with some more heat advisories in Central and Southern California as well. All right, this little pink area right here, just Northern California, Southern Oregon, got some red flag warnings there. Wind advisories also in effect for you guys there in portions of eastern Montana, northern North Dakota, and northwestern Minnesota. Some flood advisories right here along the coastal areas. Coastal flood advisory for portions of northern Michigan. And also special weather statement for northeastern Minnesota. And also fire weather watches in effect for you guys there in portion of Montana with a red flag warning there also. Also, we have a flood watch also in effect for a few counties there in New Mexico. The flood warning for the area river for South Dakota still continues. Alright, Alaska looks good. North side of the Hawaii Chain Island looks good. Central and South still got some gale warnings for you guys as well. Alright, let's move on into the convective outlook for today from the Storm Prediction Center. We're going to go ahead and get to the outlooks here. We're going to discuss a little bit about it because there's a little bit, but not quite as much as it normally is of severe weather over the next 3 days, but we're going to be talking a little bit about it. Alright, as you can see, general thunderstorm from Maine back into Port of New York State, also from southeast Virginia all the way down to southeast Louisiana. We still had that marginal risk down here from east southeast North Carolina through eastern South Carolina through much of Florida. Also, we got general thunderstorm from southern Texas all the way back over to California, Nevada, and portions of Oregon. Also, same up here in portions of North Dakota, Minnesota, and also into Michigan as well, in the northern Illinois. We have a marginal risk and a slight risk over Minnesota and Wisconsin and northern Michigan. All right, if you live in the slight risk area, this includes Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, Rochester, Minnesota, Duluth, Minnesota, Bloomington, Minnesota. Also, if you're in the marginal risk, this includes Jacksonville, Florida, Tampa, Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida, Orlando, Florida, and Tallahassee, Florida. For marginal risk for severe weather this afternoon, the tornado probability, 2% up here in Wisconsin, Michigan, and also in Minnesota. If you live in Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, Rochester, Minnesota, Duluth, Minnesota, and Bloomington, Minnesota, 2% risk for a tornado. Damaging winds, 5% in the brown, 15% in the yellow. That's pretty much the same area, Minneapolis, Minnesota, all the way to Plymouth, Minnesota, including Bloomington, Minnesota, Duluth, Minnesota, and St. Paul, Minnesota. 15% risk for damaging winds. All right, if you live in Jacksonville, Florida, to Tallahassee, Florida, including Tampa, Florida, St. Petersburg, Florida, Orlando, Florida, 5% risk for damaging winds. All right, let's move on to the hail probability. We have a 5% in brown, 15% in yellow. Pretty much same areas from Minneapolis, Minnesota to Bloomington, Minnesota and surrounding areas. 5% risk with Cross, Wisconsin, Wausau, Wisconsin, Madison, Iowa, Winner, Minnesota, and Marquette, Michigan for some large hail this afternoon. All right, let's move on to day number 2. This will be okay. Day number 2. All right. We got general thunderstorm for pretty much just the northeastern United States to the Carolinas down into Florida, Florida Keys. Also over here from Texas all the way back to Oregon and California and Nevada as well. We have a marginal risk up here in portions of Michigan, Illinois, and also Indiana and Ohio. And if you live in Detroit, Michigan, Indianapolis, Indiana, Cleveland, Ohio, Toledo, Ohio, and Fort Wayne, Indiana, you're under a marginal risk for severe weather on Thursday, excuse me. Today is Wednesday, so this is Thursday forecast. Sorry about that, I got ahead of myself. With the tornado probability for Thursday is less than 2% in all areas. The winds is only 5%. Same area, Detroit, Michigan, all the way to Grand Rapids, Michigan, and surrounding areas. The hail probability, same areas, 5 same areas, Detroit, Michigan to Rapid City, Michigan, and surrounding vicinities. Let's take a look at day 3. This will be your Friday forecast. I'm getting ahead of myself, folks. Sorry about that, but we got it straightened out now. So, all right, here's your Friday forecast. We got general thunderstorms over here from Arizona, New Mexico, also back into portion of Dakota, also into portion of Montana, Oregon and Oregon, and Nevada and California. Also down here in the Florida Keys, through Florida, Eastern Carolinas, all the way up into the Northeast to Maine. There's that marginal risk up here in portions of the Northeast U.S. If you live in Boston, Massachusetts, Providence, Rhode Island, Worcester, Massachusetts, Springfield, Massachusetts, and New Haven, Connecticut. Severe weather for Friday in your area. Probability 5%. This includes Boston, Massachusetts, all the way to New Haven, Connecticut, and surrounding areas for severe weather on your Friday. All right, let's move on to the tropical tracks. This is forecasting. This is that little system here that has a 30%. This is the one that has a 40%. And this one here supposed to be having 20%, but like I say, we'll take a look and see where anything goes to. All right, we're gonna go out to, this is 24 hours out. Nothing in the tropical Atlantic yet. I mean in the Gulf of Mexico. We got 3 systems now. That's that last system I showed you that was coming off the African coast. It's showing it. But here's the 3 systems here. We're gonna move on to 48 hours out. We got a little system here developing down in the southwestern Caribbean Sea. Also, here's that little system here that the 40% risk for development. Here's that other system here, and there's the other one. We're gonna go out to 72 hours out. This here takes that system toward the Caribbean Sea. Also, this here right behind it, and there's that other tropical wave right behind that one. Out. This here takes it through the Caribbean Sea. This one here takes it this way. Yesterday, this one here was showing it going this way. Now this one here takes it going through the Caribbean Sea. So they switch around each day. I noticed on the track. See this little area right here over the Bahamas. This is the system here that shows it going into the Gulf of Mexico sometime later through early next week into the Gulf of Mexico. You'll see that in just a few minutes. Let's go forward in time. We're going out to 120 hours out. See, some of the computer model takes it into the Gulf of Mexico. Also, this here takes it into Florida as maybe a tropical wave or a weak tropical storm. There's that system there. It's taking it pretty much toward the Central America region. There's that other system there that was showing it going this way. It's turning more to the west. All right, we're gonna go out to We're gonna go out to 144 hours out. There's that system there that went across Florida. See, one takes it toward the Panhandle, Florida, but a good many of the members takes it toward Texas. That's the way that most of the model takes it, anywhere from about Alabama all the way over to the Texas and Mexico region. This here just keeps it going straight, and the other one just keeps. All right, we're going out to 168 hours. See, this way, some wants to go this way, some keeps it turning. See, a lot of them takes it to the west here, right into Texas, and also maybe into Louisiana. So anybody in the Gulf Coast region, we're going to have to keep an eye on this storm. If one do develop here in the Bahamas, the southeast coast is in the game for it. Also this here, Florida, look like you will get affected. Keep an eye on this one and that one behind there too as well. All right, we're going to go out to 92 hours out. See, some of the models take it this way, but see, most of the models do take it to maybe far south as the in the Mexico. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. All right, and the other one finally turns it out to the north. This here finally turns it up to the north as well. Alright, let's see. Let's go out to, this is 216 hours out. See, it takes that last low pressure system up to the north. This is here where it developed out here. See, it takes it this way and then turns it to the North Pacific Ocean as well. Alright, let's go out to 240 hours out. We'll take it to the last run. And pretty much, see, Texas and Louisiana may get affected by a tropical storm, including Florida. Also, maybe Bermuda might get affected later on down the road. And also, we have to keep an eye on this system here because it's showing it going, but pretty much it's turns all these systems out to the Atlantic. Pretty much turns it out to the Atlantic. But like I said, yesterday it showed this wave here, showing it moving just like this, and then turning. Now today pushed it further to the south. Or when I show it again, or Friday, whenever I show it again, it could go this way. Never could tell how these things gonna go. The computer model is trying to see which way the system may head in that direction. But anyway, like I said, the tropics is about to heat up, so I hope everybody gets ready for the tropics to start firing up here shortly. So get ready, folks. I hope everybody has a great Wednesday afternoon. Everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Also, like these videos, consider subscribing if you have not. Share these videos, and like I said, we'll have more tonight in another video. Have a great evening, everyone, and take care.